I'll be redoing the debenture question we did in class on Wednesday for the benefit of others who did not manage to attend that day. So the question is above. I'll start with the workings that are necessary when we are starting this type of questions. So a 10,000 debenture was issued at 10% at a par value of 2,000 per debenture, and it was issued at a price of 1.9. And on 2023, there was a redemption of 500,000. Let me write the workings down here. So at 10,000 debenture was issued at 10%. And the par value was 2,000 per debenture. And it was supposed to be issued at 1.9. Issue price was 1.9. Then there was a redemption of 500,000 debenture. On 2023, then there were assurance expenses of 50,000 which were written off in 2020. Then there was an annualization written off amounting in 200,000. And in 2023, the redemption was concluded. So this is our given data. Moving forward, I'll be generalizing those information. So I'm going to start with the year 2020 on my journal entries. So on 2020, a debenture of 10,000 was issued at 1.9. So I debit bank 10,000 times 1.9. 10,000 times 1.9, that gives us 19 million on the debit side. Then I work the discounted debenture. I'm going to remove 1.9 from 2,000 because our debenture was supposed to be issued at 2,000. Then we issued it at 1.9. Counted debenture. The counted debenture, I remove 1.9 from 2,000. 2,000 minus 2,000 minus 1.9. Then I multiply with our debenture 10,000. That is going to give 1 million. Then our debenture payable is going to be the money debited at bank and the discounted debenture, which give us 200,000, which is our debenture payable. So 20 million. So moving into the other journal entry, still on year 2020, I'm going to deal with the profit and loss. So the profit and loss was 50,000, as it was mentioned on the question that the assurance expenses amounted to 50,000. So I'm going to debit profit and loss. I debit the 50,000. Then I credit the assurance expenses. I credit 50,000. Moving forward, still on year 2020, I debit the profit and loss. We were told that 200,000 was annualized, so I'm going to debit profit and loss with 200,000. Then still here, I credit the discounted debenture 200,000. Then I'm going to deal with the debenture interest. Our debenture payable is 20 million. So 20 million times 10%, which gives us the 2 million of debenture interest. Our interest is 10% and our debenture payable is 20 million. So I'm going to multiply the 20 million times 10%, which will give me 2 million. So I'm debiting debenture interest with 2 million. Debenture interest, that's 20 million times 10%. Let me work that. 20 million times 10%, and I debit I credit bank and cash, and we have to bear in mind that profit and loss goes along with discounted debenture, and debenture interest goes with bank or cash. So here I'm going to credit bank or cash with 2 million. So I'm done with the year 2020, moving into year 2021. So with year 2021, I'm going to do the same with the profit and loss and the debenture interest, because we were told that there was an annualization written off. So the profit and loss, I debited with 200,000 of the annualization, which was written off. Profit and loss, I debit 200,000. As I said, profit and loss goes with discounted debenture. I credit the discount debenture with 200,000. Same with debenture interest. I debited 200,000 and bank and cash I credit 200,000 debenture interest bank cash. I credit 200,000. So I'll be done with year 2021, moving to year 2022. I'm going to do the same as I told you, Hore. When we are annualizing, we do the same with these years. Year 2022, the profit and loss 200,000. I debit. Discounted debenture, I credit 200,000. Discounted debenture, we credit 1,000. Then we move to debenture interest. Debenture interest, we debit 200,000 and we credit bank or cash. So we are done with 2020. So moving forward to year 2023. So here there's going to be some changes because there was redemption of the bond. So in year 2023, I'm going to do the same with the two journal entries, and then there's going to be a change of the 500,000 which was redeemed 2023. The profit and loss, we do the same. We debit profit and loss. $200,000. Then discounted debenture, It's 200,000. The debenture interest also the same. Debenture interest will debit 200,000, bank or cash, we credit 200,000. I'm in class. Yeah, record. I'm coming to you. So with the redemption, we debit debenture payable with the 500,000, then bank or cash with 500. So redemption, and it means paying back. So the bank is the one which is going to pay back the 500,000. So debenture payable, we credit 500,000. Debenture payable, we debit 500,000. Bank or cash, we credit 500,000. So we are done with year 2023. So I'm going to deal with the last year, the 2024. So with the 2024, there's also going to be some changes, but with the profit and loss, it remains the same, the annualization. 2024. Yeah, 2024, profit and loss is the same. So profit and loss is 200,000. Debenture, we credit the 200,000 discounted debenture. Then with the debenture interest, we are going to have some calculations. So our debenture payable is supposed to be 20 million. So we redeemed 500,000. So we are going to subtract 500,000 from our debenture payable 20 million, and we get 1950 19 the debenture interest. Let me make the calculations first. with debenture interest. With debenture interest, we were supposed to have the 20 million bond, but then 500,000 was redeemed, so I'm subtracting 500,000. Then I multiply with 10% to get 950,000. By 10% to get 950,000. So the 950,000 we debit it on debenture interest, and bank or cash we credit 950,000. 1950,000. So that is it with the debenture question. That's what you're supposed to know. I'm done with the presentation. Thank you so much.